Hello, Lego lovers. This is Elle, and this is a Lego Friends set review. This is the Heartlake City Grand Hotel, set number 41684. It has about 1,300 pieces and retails for $100 in the US. And I built this on Adora Build's live stream. And if you're not a subscriber to her or like all of her videos, you probably should go over there or at least watch that stream. She's awesome. But let's get into this awesome set. And I will say that right off the bat, it is awesome. And there's a lot of reasons for it, but let's get into it. Let's look at all the small builds on the outside first before we really get into it. This is probably the most simplest build, actually second most simple. And it's basically like a relaxing chair you can imagine outside. You can just lay back in the sun or put the umbrella up to be in the shade. You could flip it up like this to kind of have a different kind of chair that has really high sides or something. Or, flip it down and you can imagine it as like a little table. So I don't know if they meant it to be like that, but I think that's still just kind of a neat little thing that they have on the side here. The other thing is a luggage rack, I think is what that's called. So this will help you bring, luggage up to different floors. You can hang clothing or whatever on there. And we have two different pieces of luggage that they actually supplied in the set. We have the little brown suitcase and the more detailed big green one, and they do have stuff in them. I will say that the little brown one's a little weird. There is a dog treat in it, and I don't know who carries around a big suitcase with dog treats. If you do, let me know in the comments. And here we have the green one, which also opens up. This one has a postcard in it, which is somewhat fitting for someone going on vacation to Heartlake. So just a really nice little print there. Cute little concept. So it's nice to get two of those pieces of luggage because those I don't think are very common. Just nice to see. And probably the smallest side build is just this little table with an interesting beverage and like a cupcake or a treat or something there. This I really like. This is like, a water fountain you might see in the front of a place where they have a, road around it. And it's simple, but it's really nice. You can see they use the kind of flame bits that they use for Elsa's ice power sometimes to kind of get water streaming out of it. And you can imagine that this is filling up and it's just pooling down. And they use these new white kind of circular parts. There's 4 of them there to kind of form that really nice smooth kind of look there. And obviously we got some blue plate work in there and little details on the side. Just a cute little build for an awesome fountain. And here, probably the biggest kind of little side area, obviously, is like a little picnic area. So this little picnic area has 2 trees, kind of smaller trees. And as you can see, we have this fantastic ladybug print that originally came in one of the CMFs. Just hanging out here, we have this beautiful little bird piece, which I just love. And flowers kind of blooming in these green leaves. And then down here we have a fountain on this side that is just another little smaller fountain. And we have a little picnic type table with 4 chairs around it. And we got sandwiches, cupcakes, drinks, cherries or fruits. So just a nice little assortment of accessories there that really kind of detail out that little area. So what should we get into next? Well, let's get into the mini dolls or animals. There's only one, well, there's a couple animals in this set, but our main one is this poodle type dog. Now I believe we've had this before, so it's not really that special. Not necessarily one of my most favorite looking dogs, but still kind of a cute little addition to the set. Now the figures are all great. And I already forgotten all of their names, except for Emma and Stephanie, so bear with me. First up, we have Stephanie as a bellhop, clearly probably having a summer job, or maybe there's a story where she wanted to meet a celebrity, but you can see that torso print is fairly nice. It's simple, but nice, and you can see that she does kind of have a little detail on her shoulders of like black kind of shoulder detail. I don't know how to explain it, but she's otherwise got a really nice dark red outfit with black shoes, and there is even a little texture detail on the back and pockets on the pants. And she also has this nice blonde new kind of hair. I really think they need to up the variety for the girl's hair. It's kind of old to constantly be getting the same hair, and maybe that's just because I get a lot of their sets. Also, no different emotion, just kind of a nice happy smile, but I guess that's okay. One day we'll get new emotions. And then I don't remember the name. I'm sure people will tell me in the comments, but we have this guy who I don't think I've seen before, but he's looking pretty nice here. He's got gold shoes, which is a little interesting, black pants, and kind of a nice kind of simple suit with bow tie detail there. Nice to get some more different stuff for mini dolls, and even a little bit more detail on the back to kind of show the cut of that jacket there. Nice hairpiece and kind of a nice smile, and you can keep moving the hairpiece, but just kind of a nice all mini doll. Again, no different emotion. And then here we have Emma, which has a simple but awesome dress, in my opinion. And we got this aqua and lavender color. Now, the aqua here does kind of not fully match up because their printing process is kind of poor to get that to match up. But I do love having more colors of the dress part. And this is just a nice, simple outfit and a kind of an exotic color that you don't necessarily see in mini doll clothing, and the back does have some detail there, which is again a nice addition. Obviously they have long hair a lot of the time, so it covers it up. Just a beautiful kind of elegant Emma we have here. Love those outfits. And then here, I don't know her name, but she came in the cinema set, and I think it's the same outfit, but I'm not 100% sure, but it's a very elegant, like, dark turquoise gown. You can see down here we have kind of a fade of gold diamond kind of pattern, and then the torso has kind of gold ribboning around the middle part, and what looks like a very filled out diamond necklace around her neck. Now, it kind of looks like a color changes around her neck, which is a little unfortunate, but maybe that's the design of it. And you just have one gold line really going through the middle there. No print on the back side of the dress, and I gave her 2 spoons because they are part of the set, and actually a really nice but simple hairpiece that I'm really a fan of. So that's all 4 of the mini dolls, which for $100 is not necessarily the most fantastic thing to talk about, but it's still nice. It's better than 3, it's better than 2, and oh my gosh, if there was only 1 in here, that would be insane. But let's look at this. So first of all, I just want to look at the front here. And to me, this whole thing, how it goes together and everything, I did enjoy the build. I loved building the front parts and how they look. It feels modular quality almost in all the details I kind of put in. One thing that will always detract from this as a friend set is the random flowers everywhere, which is a cute, nice addition, but it kind of makes it feel Friends-like, that if you took them all off, it would be more adult-like maybe. I don't know how to explain it, but that's kind of how I feel. But I love the details, and we're going to start from the top and work our way down, or at least try to. So this is kind of a roof attic / top floor area, and really the only front part here are these 2 flags, this kind of rounded window in the middle, which they've been kind of doing stuff like that more, and these are really cool builds for kind of these, castle-like windows. Actually, this part easily pops off, and you can kind of see how that's built up. Otherwise, it goes into the room, and you just pop it on, and it's just a really nice look. So let's go down to the second floor, and hopefully I will not drop this. It is fairly put together. It is not modular, so the parts aren't easy to come off. But you can see we have this nice detailing around the window. There's lots of different kind of building techniques. This is actually upside down up here. Love it. I need to remember these techniques because they're great. We have obviously quite a few windows. We have a small balcony area, but just a really nice kind of large, long-wise balcony area. 2 doors back there with some nice sticker detail. This hotel is also a sticker there. And again, on the other side, it's very similarly built, and it's just nice. It looks ornamental, or I don't know if I said that right. I do like the lavender and with some magenta and gold accents. I like how it looks. The bottom floor here, we have more floral detail, a little bit more gold, and obviously pink, which I'm a big fan of if you have seen any of my stuff. And then we have that nice hotel sign there, and I just love the designs they've done for the windows. They've really detailed out the look. I feel that this was something Friends sometimes missed, is they kind of had simpler fronts except for like the rooftop part, and they've really kind of did a really good job here, I'll say. And of course, in the center here, we have a really simple build, but a really functional build for a swivel door where you can, like, I always get scared going in these things, like I'm not going to go fast enough, or I'm going to get too fast and it's going to just whack me in the butt or something, or I'm going to get stuck. So I'm not a fan of going into those doors, but I love this feature. And of course, there's studs there. You can put a figure and spin them around and maybe act like kids, and they're going to spin around too much. And we do have 2 little flower pots and that red carpet in the front, which I think is great. But let's flip it around, and we'll go from the top down again. So the whole top level here is basically the suite, we'll call it, or, you know, the big room, whatnot ever our star would be in. And on this side, we start out with basically a little hot tub, and they have a sticker in there to represent the bubbling water, and that is on that interesting kind of like 2x4 with rounded sides, which I think is a really interesting part. We have maybe some perfume or bubble bath, some lighting. There's a door that goes into the main area. No stickers or anything on that, unfortunately. And then in here you can see, obviously, we have a very simple bathroom. Now, this one doesn't have a shower. The other rooms do, but we can imagine maybe they take a bubble bath to clean up, although since there's no covering, you would be taking a bath in your swimsuit. And over here we kind of have the main bedroom here. And as you can see, the really cool thing here we have, I like that mirror. I have to say, I really like that mirror. It is a sticker, but it's a nice build. They just use one of those signs on one of those kind of bar plates. That's a sticker there. Not a fan of the beds in this set. I feel they're pretty basic, and I just don't really like them. We got these nice chairs. I love these design for chairs and figures. Over here we have just a simple table and another light, so maybe just a lounge area or whatever. And then down here on the next floor is basically our rooms. Now, they're very similar, and at first I thought, well, that's kind of not cool, but then I was like, it is a hotel, and if you've ever been to a hotel, most of the rooms are very similar, so it makes sense. Although they are different colors, you can kind of can't really get a good angle on it, but you can see that there's a sticker on the wall, basically towels and some accessories. This is like the bathroom shower area. This is representing the shower. That's representing the drain. We have some nice tiling in there, although it cuts off here. Back here we have the toilet and the sink. They're all very similar for all the rooms, but again, it is a hotel, so that makes sense. Sticker for a mirror back there, which I do think is really kind of beautiful and nice. And then this is kind of your small bedroom area. Got some detail stickers you can kind of see on the bed there. And another sticker for a rug, a little lamp, a little end table, not too much. And again, some more stickers on there for decoration. This is basically a hallway, which is not that bad. They have little flower detail in the corner there, and one little rug. You have room numbers on each. If you can kind of see the stickers, which are stickers again on the door. And then this room, again, is very similar to the other one, except kind of color swapped. You can see different colors there. Similar stickers, unfortunately. They've been doing that kind of, I've noticed this wave of mini doll sets where they duplicate stickers. Not a fan of that too much. Down here is the lobby area. So this is kind of the office area. We have a recycle bin. We have some cabinets back there. That has a dollar bill in it, so that must be their safe. We have some keys, big keys for the rooms. We have an old-fashioned phone build here. And in there we also have a really kind of cool but simple build for a computer, and that's a sticker there too. Here we have our swivel door. I do like this detailing on the lights there. They're very simple but very nice. Just adds a little detail and it's not so plain. Over here we have a piano and a fireplace with a random gold frog on it. The fireplace, I think they could have used a little bit more detail on top of it, just to kind of make it more fancy and ornate. But otherwise the piano is kind of a nice simple build. I actually like the detail that they added in for the like pedals that they normally have. The weird part though is the keyboard is actually a sticker, which they have parts for that, so I don't know why they made it a sticker. And then the music up there is also a sticker. So that is pretty much the whole thing, and like I said, it is not modular, so these don't like easily pop off, which is advantageous and disadvantageous. Advantageous because I can do this really easy and not have things pop off. Disadvantageous is because, as you kind of see in my review, it can be kind of hard to fully get in and see and do things, but it is kind of a dollhouse build, and I understand that. One other thing to note, which I think is a crazy thing, is in here. So they made it so you can do 3 different seasons. So first of all, this is set up for summer, spring, we'll say. So you see all the green flowers and the, bright colors, green over there, green on the water fountain over here. So what they did, and I'm not going to do it because that would take a while and I think it's kind of silly, is they gave us the option for fall colors and snow colors or winter. Basically, you swap out a bunch of different parts and it becomes fall or winter. I love it, but let's go over some of the stuff you get with each one. So fall one, we do get these leaf colors, and we also get these brownish ones. Love it. It really makes a good fall color. We also get 2 of these apples. Great. We get a squirrel, which fitting. One thing that's kind of weird, I don't fully understand, is they have this to switch out for the little water fountain, and it makes it orange, which I'm hoping is lighting and it not being dirty or something. You also get a couple accessories for cookouts. You get some hot dogs and hot dog buns. You get ketchup, and I think there's a mustard bottle in there, just that simple build they use. But basically you get a ton of alternating colors here of these flowers and these leaves, which are a little bit rare because these are kind of recent colors and very fitting for fall. And you get quite a few of them you can see over here. You also get kind of the brownish plant parts that they use, again, that yellow and orange, to kind of have the fall colors. You also get 3 pumpkins, again, very fitting. So you can totally doll it up and make it a fall theme or Halloween type theme. And then the other one is winter. This one I feel has a little bit more going on. We have some of these kind of detail parts that you can put on to make it seem like icicles are, coming off of it. We have, of course, we have to have some of these, which is kind of rare, so it's nice to get. The white leaves, kind of like, again, and they use the horns for icicles. I really like that. I think that's a great idea. You also get kind of a weird build for a snowman. I don't know why they didn't just use round parts all around, or just stick Olaf in there with a different head, maybe. You get that top hat. Just a simple build for a snowman, and again, it just adds to the theme. You also get a candle. I'm not sure if there's another one in there, but you get at least 1 candle. And just again, that candle piece is great for making candles, obviously. You get a pink teapot, we'll say, is pouring out hot chocolate for winter. And speaking of hot chocolate, you get a couple of these cups with some maybe chocolate frosting on top or marshmallow or something. You also get brown for the fountain over there, which I am again saying is chocolate and not something else. So I don't know why they would have a chocolate fountain outside, but okay. We also get some pretzel pieces, just again, a great little additions everywhere. We get a gray bunny to throw in there. We get some of these round snowy head type parts just to use as snowballs. We get this in white, which is also pretty rare, that kind of grass part, with this blue to be like icy. We get a little cute sled that you can put a character in that uses hockey sticks. Just great. I'm trying to see if I missed anything. Of course, you get some warm cookies, which sound great. And you also get ice skates. Now, there's not really any place to ice skate, but you can use your imagination. And that's kind of pretty much the gist of everything you get for that. And I love that concept. I think it's a random but sweet addition. And let's wrap up this whole review with my final thoughts. So overall, I built this up on a stream, and I didn't do a parts review, which means I can kind of enjoy the build more. I loved building the front parts. Some of the stuff got repetitive on the sides and inside, but I really love how the front looks. I love it. This is a simple build, but functional. Just look at it, and it just looks great. The side builds are okay. I like the little picnic area. I think that's neat. The fountain's great. I think this is just a throw-in, which is completely unnecessary. The luggage carrying thing is totally something that should be in the set because I think it fits. This extra chair is, well, just an extra chair. But this, I think, is a great idea. Now, I never had the other hotel, but I think it came with a vehicle or something, and I think I'm okay with it not having a vehicle because there's other vehicles you can get and stuff. And if you think about it, they fly in, grab a taxi, go to the hotel, and stay the night or whatever. You know, I don't think that's necessarily that big of a thing. And I think the side builds are good enough. I kind of like the picnic area. It kind of is growing on me a bit more. Internally, I would say that it's not that bad. I think it was going to be a little worse. I like this area is somewhat detailed up more than I thought it was going to be, and you kind of do get a definite lobby type of look. The rooms obviously are very much, you know, identical, but they kind of are supposed to be. And the suite, the only thing I don't really like about the suite is how open it is. Because there's no roof, and I've been noticing them kind of doing that where there's no roof, and I'm kind of unsure how I feel about that at the moment. Because, like I said, there's no shower, so if you're taking a bath, you're out in the open. We can imagine there's a roof there, understandably, but on the side, that's kind of awkward. So it would have been nice maybe if they had a more built-in roof, but maybe they didn't want to do that just because it'd be extra unnecessary parts. And of course, like I've said multiple times, I love the front. I think the small balcony there is great. Some of the stickers are repetitive, but then there's also some that are great. I like the simple kind of hotel. Love those little details there. And some of the other stickers I think are still great. So overall, I would say this is a great set. If you're thinking about price per piece, 1,300 pieces for $100 is pretty good, actually. Admittedly, there's a lot of small pieces, but also a lot of these pieces are kind of rare and very useful. I mean, doing the whole fall thing, like I said, the yellow and the orange leaves aren't too common, and they're starting to be more common, but still. Pumpkins, there's, you know, the figures I think are pretty good. Yeah, I think this is a great set, and it blew away my expectations because it was one that I was kind of leaning on not getting, but now that I've gotten it, I'm really happy to have gotten it. And if you have the ability to go out and get it, and you want it, I think it's great. I don't think it necessarily disappoints. If you can find it on sale, my goodness, that sounds fantastic. Even just $10 off or something. You get a lot of parts in here. You get a nice looking front to a building. Maybe you can detail it out more inside to your own liking. I just think this is a great set. Hopefully you enjoyed this review, but I'm going to wrap it up and just say that this is a great set, and I'm really happy to have it. So thank you for watching the full video. If you've gotten this far, you are incredible. If you watched any of it, really, you're incredible, but you probably won't be hearing this, but that's a whole nother thing. So thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you'll check out more of my videos, and we'll see you in the next one.